the old days, we used to run strings and it was all hand-picked. And then we went to mechanical harvested because you couldn't get the work done. So now we're quite computerized in the handling of the berries here, and everything's scanned. We can trace it back and tell them what field it come out of or whatever. And this is my 4th generation, and these boys are starting to learn how to receive and ship blueberries. So maybe someday I can retire and these fellas can take over.
I started out in 1954, a lot different today. Prices were only a few cents a pound. I hadn't known what was going to take place. Well, I could have been a multi-millionaire by this time.
Well, everything's become more mechanized, less labor intense. But the introduction of a mechanical harvester. You couldn't pick the crops without them now.
No.
Now it's picked and to the processor and likely frozen within 24 hours. So the quality's so much better. The taste, the blue pigment, the anthocyanins, the antioxidants, more traceability. The end buyer will demand a better information chain from start to finish.
You imagine this in the winter, snow all the way through here, and how important that is to get the plants through to the spring with all those buds intact so that we get the blossom in the springtime. So there they are, under a nice little carpet of snow, all nicely gone to bed for the next 3 or 4 months. That's probably the single biggest danger we have in the industry, is not being able to get those fruit buds through the winter. So Mother Nature does its job, gives us the snow, and off we go. Imagine living up here. The early settlers, they'd come here and there'd be 70 or 100 families living up here. They'd have the schools, little stores, the whole thing. Just look at all of this vegetation here and how well covered it is over here, but some bare spots here where the vegetation has simply not filled in yet. All that's going to spread out and just completely cover that area in the next couple of years. Just great to see.
Those underground rhizomes are creeping along under the soil surface and spreading up, and that's how they come in.
That's the magic.
That's right.
I think today the demands for quality in the food chain are so high that we have to respond to that. And that starts all the way back in the field. So we're very careful how we harvest and how we handle the fruit. Once they're harvested, we get the berries to the factory immediately. And within 12 hours we have them frozen, so we have them fully washed and frozen, so that we've really captured all of the elements of the fresh fruit in that frozen product.
Brain aging and cardiovascular disease and diabetes, if you get down to the cellular level, the damage is happening because of inflammation. And inflammation is a very finely tuned process. And if you have a means to kind of turn that down, and I'm talking about chronic inflammation, not the type of inflammation you see when you cut your hand, but the chronic systemic inflammation. And this is how these compounds the blueberry compounds are turning out to be much more interesting, in that in a highly regulated fashion they turn down inflammation. And this is then the next chapter beyond antioxidants, is anti-inflammatory effects.